Hey, yo, what up, man? It's your boy DZ.
It's dumb.
And listen, by popular demand, I mean, listen, y'all been commenting, y'all been excited. You want us back now, and we here. We outside, man. We have a very special guest here today. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Living in LA for so long,
you run into characters.
Yes, you do.
You run into legends.
Yes, I'm talking
creatives.
About. You get to see you see it happen in front of you, but this brother been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about running the game for a minute.
Really making moments.
Making it happen.
I'm really disrupting the
culture.
game.
Oh, I like that. So I'm talking about, listen, a creative director, a marketing like master,
nightlife guru.
Oh my God.
God, come on.
This guy, I personally like to call him like the 106 in Park or MTV of magazines.
Don't get started.
I mean, listen, I'm talking about from music videos to bridging the gap between emerging artists and their future, man.
I mean, merging the gap between transplants and LA natives. Like, come on, man.
Listen, I mean,
you wanna do it?
It's only right, man. Y'all start playing They Not Like Us, man. Clap it up for M. Dot in the building, man. What we doing, man? What we doing?
That's good. Yo, that was an amazing intro. Man.
Hey, man.
That was fire.
You deserve it, bro.
Hey,
I like
brother.
that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
How you feeling today?
Man, I feel amazing, man. Thank y'all for having me, for real.
Of course.
The fit is amazing as well.
You fuck the fit? Yeah, I like it.
You can walk us through it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Sure King Dupree, shout out Sure King Fade, custom airbrush.
Tough.
I know I asked for a lot, but I feel like you did a good job, and I wanted to premiere it on this show. I never wore it before.
We got premieres?
Premiere access.
Yeah, I had to, you know.
I like that. I like that. I'm here for that. That's a vibe, man.
For the viewers, tell them who you are. We know you, but who are you?
That's a
loaded
extensive question. Yeah. I'm M. Dot, aka Dot, aka Dottie, aka M. Dot from Mayor.
Yeah.
AKA Dottie Too Hottie.
Yeah.
AKA the Mayor.
Come on.
You know, it's a bunch of those out there, but I'm a creative at heart. You know, creative director, owner of Disrupt Magazine. Just pushing the culture in general. Just trying to be a keeper of the culture, and all things creative, all things visual. Like they said, all things marketing. I'm just a visionary overall, you know.
Oh God, man. Hey, man, we gonna get into it. Where you from originally, man? Tell the people, man.
Originally from LA, you know, Crenshaw, Adams area. I was born in Pasadena. You know, my mom's side's from Pasadena, dad's side from South Central, so, you know, I'm like half and half, but real LA baby, you know, LA native, Cali native, you know.
Do people think that you from somewhere else?
Yeah, people be thinking I'm from Brooklyn. They think I'm from Brooklyn a lot.
I can see it though.
Yeah.
I see that. They're here too.
Yeah. I think maybe that's what it is. Like some Best I don't know.
Oh God.
No. Just like Fort Greene. This is the Fort Greene.
This is the vibe. Yeah.
I've never even been.
For real?
Nah.
This is the vibe.
You need to go.
Yeah. But that's other than that. But I feel like as people get to know me, they like, oh yeah, it's the LA nigga show.
We have a litany of things that we can say fit the mold of who M. Dot is. Do you attribute that to being from LA, or is that something inherent? Is that from your parents?
As far as who I am creatively, or just as a person in general?
I would say creatively, as the people know you.
Creatively, yeah, definitely has a lot of influence. I think being from here, the pressure to like be something and like be somebody also like kind of makes you like figure it out and get on top of things, and just the beautiful scenery, the beautiful landscapes out here, and just all the aesthetics definitely fuel my creativity and definitely play a part into a lot of my creativity. It pops up a lot in my work and stuff. Yeah.
That's fair. How was young M. Dot? Like, were you this creative guy always, or did something shift? Did something make you pivot? Like, how'd you get here?
Yeah, I was always like pop culture fiend. Like, I always knew like the latest shoes, the latest song, the latest artist, the latest clothes that came out. Like, probably since I was like, I would say like 6 or 7. You know,
Give or take, give or take,
Yeah,
6,
yeah,
7.
yeah.
Give or take, give or take, yeah.
6, 7. I was getting in that zone, and yeah, like my rooms growing up, always had like the posters like on every inch of the
Fire.
wall,
Yeah.
all the different posters all over. Like that was literally like all my rooms, like how people like build sets, like 90s rooms with the
Yeah,
posters.
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
That was
That's
literally
how you
my
roll.
life. Like every room I ever had was immediately putting all the posters up of my favorite rappers, everything.
That's fire.
Do you remember that first influence? Like, who was that person you like, damn, like, if only.
I think it was like I think it was just a mixture of things, a mixture of just like music and videos and seeing people in magazines and stuff like that, and just the ultimate high level of like creating and like being a star or whatever is like, I think that's what I gravitated to. But I liked a lot of different people, artists, things, you know, but just wanting to create at a high level is what I was like attracted to, you know.
That's fine. Did you, when you were younger, did you always feel like out of place, or did you feel like, oh, I'm different, or you knew you were different, or you kind of just felt like, man, I'm not, I don't even see anybody else. Like I just see whatever my vision is or whatever I got going on.
Yeah, I definitely knew I was different for sure, because I don't know. I think just, you know, kids at a young age just don't know what they want to do or what it is. But I've kind of, since probably like 14, like I always knew that I wanted to be creative, and I always knew that I wanted to be on TV or work with people on TV, you know. So yeah, I feel like I was different from most people at school, but I was always like popular, creative, so I still related, but I was just like my own, like marching to the beat of my own drum kind of thing.
Is that more normal in LA? Well, I guess you only know the LA experience. I'm trying to think of, like, as a creative kid from Philly, I'm like, you're not really that cool. Like, you kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, normally you're not, but I guess I was, because I crossed in, you know, music, fashion, and just kept it all visual, and people just is like, you know, everybody can relate to that and want to be fly and want to make music and stuff like that. So
Speaking of visual, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, I mean, well, obviously it's a podcast. Y'all just don't hear us. Y'all see us. I think one of the first things that people might see when they see you is the hair. So how do we get started with, like, you know what I'm saying, this hairstyle? Like
yeah,
is that the first thing people notice about you? I'm pretty sure it's the fit too.
So, yeah, I guess mainly, yeah, I would think so.
So where did the inspiration come from?
So it's crazy story of even how this all like kind of started. So first, like my hair used to be like more like a natural fro, and I would just get the taper.
Yeah.
And then I threw. My hair's been like this for so long, I can't remember the amount of years, but I threw like this big 90s party, and I was just going to get the fresh cut again, you know. And then I didn't go to my normal barber, and this barber, he like roomed me up too high.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're like, fucking, I'm gonna wear a high.
Yeah, it was a high, you know, a high taper, like crazy, you know. So he roomed me too high, and it was like a whole thing in the barbershop, and it was like, you know what? I was like, I'm having a 90s party. I'm like, just give me like a fade, like all around.
Right.
And then, so we did a party, and people was like, yo, I like your hair, dude. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just like keep it like this. Let's see what happens. And then it just naturally like grew like this, like from there. But yeah, it started as a mistake, but I think it was everything happens for a reason.
Hey man, oh God, that's fire.
You decided to keep it. Why?
Because I felt like it was like a good like trademark and like statement, you know, without like saying anything.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Do you have anything else like that? We were talking about this earlier. There's certain things like I'll wear, and you're like, oh, that's dumb. You can see
people,
it through
people
it.
know me probably from the hair and the glasses.
Okay.
Because I always have some type of like dope glasses on or something like that. So if you was like questioning, like, is that him? And then you saw the hair and the glasses, then you be like, oh, that's
Are you
tough.
cognizant of that, or you're okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, master marketer. I'm telling you, man. You know what he doing.
Yeah, I mean, as any creative and artist, you know, you have to find things that make you, you know, iconic or memorable, and, you know, stay consistent with that, so that way your brand just speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know, you don't got to say too much, but it's just, being consistent on who you are and like what you're doing is like super important. I feel like as a creative.
That's some underrated advice. I feel like a lot of people like miss. But touch on that word iconic. What does iconic mean to you?
Like one of one, can't really be replaced. Just like the things you do, kind of like jaw dropping, or kind of have people in awe, or also just marching to the beat of your own drum, and just betting on yourself and getting it right. And I think once you get it right a bunch, then you start having like this iconic energy.
When you think of that word iconic, who do you think about?
Like person wise?
Yeah.
I guess obviously you say people like, Kanye, Beyonce, I don't know, like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Word.
Kendrick, Drake, I don't know, there's so many, Aretha Franklin.
Right.
But is there a person that M. Dot kind of holds close, like that's who I hold to be iconic more so than everybody else?
To me, that would be like Pharrell and Kanye.
Yeah.
Is probably where I like place the bar of everything,
Right.
The J too, business wise, but creatively, and Kanye is kind of like where I keep chasing, I guess.
I agree with that.
I like
for sure.
that. Let me ask you this question, man. It's one of those quick switch arounds, real quick. You heavy into fashion. You know what I'm saying? I think you have like great taste. What are 5 fashion no-nos or mistakes that you've seen within this last year?
This
You know what I'm
last
saying?
year?
Within this last year. Or like, hey, and you're just like, yo, fellas, we going later on to the year. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some fellas that's watching. Or even ladies, if you want to throw it. What's something that they should, just leave this one alone? And also, my brother, you know what I'm saying? If we have any of it on, just probably leave that out the list. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Just for now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it.
let us know.
I really don't be thinking about that.
You don't walk outside and be like, yo, these niggas not fly.
I mean, yeah, I was like, what they wearing is like,
Whack.
kind of corny or whack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say like a Miri skinny jeans, like just like dressing like a scammer. To me is like I don't like that.
Okay.
The Atlanta fit.
Yeah, like the
So
the
Atlanta
scammer
niggas,
fit.
that's a
The
no.
Atlanta fit.
But yo, I fuck with my Atlanta niggas. Like scam away, do your thing, But just like me personally, I don't. I think that's just for me. It's like, wherever makes you comfortable. I feel like confidence is the best thing you could wear. I've seen dudes with terrible fits pull 10 out of 10s. You know what I'm saying? So it obviously ain't really just about that. And I've seen dudes with dope fits that's like really corny. And lame. So I think it's like just wear your confidence. If you got a whack fit, wear it with confidence, please.
So, since he avoided the question a little bit.
He did.
I'm gonna lead him into it.
Okay.
No, I don't have an answer for it.
How we feel about buzz downs? Buzz down watch.
Bust down watch? Go ahead, bust it down. That's
All right,
hard.
cool.
I think it definitely loses value once you bust it down. I think,
for sure.
But also, if you want to stunt, I feel like it's a great way to stunt.
All right, so that got the M. Dot stamp.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not mad at stunting. Dude, please stunt.
Somebody mixing maybe Nike shoes with an Adidas fit.
No, that's no.
Okay,
Never do that.
no stamp.
Yeah.
No stamp. Okay.
Not socks, not a shirt, don't
Stay in uniform. Heard that.
Yeah, for the most part, if
Heard
you
that.
can.
How we feel about the bedazzled fits?
I was about to. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
you gotta go
Well,
to
like on the guys.
on the guys, yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I be seeing like the talk about it. People be like, "Oh, you got a bedazzle fit on," but I'm not mad at it. Once again, I feel like the bedazzle fit is only for like stars. Like if you're a star, got star energy, then you could do the bedazzle fit. If you're just a regular schmo, just rocking the bedazzle fit, I think that's when they look weird and zesty or whatever they call it.
Type.
But if you're a star, you got a performance, on camera, you doing something. I think it's like it pops. It like
Write that.
Write that down. Yeah. If you a star,
If you're a star, put that in parentheses.
Let me ask you this one. For the ladies, right? let's say you coaching up the fellas, and you just saying like, yo, if you see a shorty wearing this, you're like, or in her style or whatever, just like, I don't know, this is not for me. Like, what's like a no?
The number one thing is dirty forces.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Laced up to the top too. Choking
They
the
don't be doing
forces
that
is
on the West
crazy.
Coast. I feel like I only seen that out here.
Like dirty forces is possibly the worst thing.
That's the college girl
The worst
forces.
thing that you could do.
It's
Are we
tough.
letting it slide or like?
No, we're never letting it slide.
No disrespect or like a white John.
That's when we're really not letting it slide. That's the
wow.
worst.
Okay.
You're not letting
They
it
be
slide on
beating them
nothing white. It's sliding. You gotta overly be fresh if you like.
That's hard.
How we feel about shorties and like Team Jordans?
Oh yeah, that's an absolute.
I was about to say
she's
Team
getting
Jordan was
That's an absolute no.
tough, bro.
That's right along with the dirty white forces and the dirty panda dunks. Is
And the
absolute no.
dunks. That was another one that went directly to white
Remind me
forces
to,
too.
I gotta get rid of that white girl though.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, she got panda dunks. Should set you up for something.
Oh God. let me say this real quick. I feel like back in the '90s, Spike Lee would have did something with you.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
hands down. So like, if there's somebody out there that you're like, yo, this is like a dream collab that I would love to do, and maybe you've done it already, but like somebody you'd love to have a dream collab with, what would that be? Like it'll be like, damn, like I'm really, this is fire that I'm doing this. Like my name is next to this project or whatever it is.
I think that would be like something with Pharrell for sure.
Hey,
Like some sort of collab, whatever it is with anything you got going on.
Pharrell,
Pharrell, tap in for sure.
please.
But what is
Come on.
that thing about Pharrell?
The individualism, the taste, like I like manufactured the individualism and put taste around it and made that like cool to be like yourself. That was like Pharrell and Kanye even through high school was my main fashion inspirations. You know, just wanting to stick out, wanting to be different. Just wanting to be like a one-of-one type of person. That's Pharrell. Like that's the DNA as far as like even just in my whole makeup. You know,
That's fire. Hey,
No, you go.
hey, I was speaking on music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a music guy. Man, you've had a vast career in you know what I'm saying, music and stuff like that. So, does a name like Money Long like ring a bell to you? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
No. I'm
Nah,
saying.
that's my dog. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
So can you
We love Money Long.
yeah, can you break down like, you know what I'm saying, like that background and kind of what happened with that?
Yeah, so I had a friend, Dre. So shout out Dre. He's a very important piece
W.
to
Dre.
the story. You know, Dre, if he sees this, Dre was managing Money Long at the time, and they needed a video. I was going crazy with the video. I was doing a lot. She, you know, came for me to help and, you know, how I could do the video and, you know, how we can do it independently and without no crazy budget or really not really no budget really. And I don't know, something told me that I should, you know, believe in her in that way. And I did. And we shot a song called Hours and Hours and a song called Time Machine. We shot that in one day, did all the creative, directed, edited, all the things. And we shot both those things in one day. Like each video probably took like 3 or 4 hours.
Damn.
We put it out. I think like the first, I don't know, I want to say like month or two, probably had like 10 to 20,000 views or something like that.
Word.
And so I'm like, yo, it's cool. We just keep doing more, you know. But at the time, my videos was probably like averaging like 1 million in one day or something like that. You know.
Word.
But I know the scale. That it takes and the work that it takes to get to 1 million views or whatever it takes, and you got to start at 5 views, 10 views, 10,000, 20,000, 30, then it goes up.
Right.
It's like that's just how it happens, you know. And I want to say it was like around Thanksgiving, maybe a little. No, it was around. We had shot the video maybe in June or July, and in October it started kind of going viral. Hours and Hours started kind of picking up, going viral, and we didn't really know why it was going viral and whatever the case was, and it just never stopped, and it just kept blowing up.
It's crazy, bro.
The song ended up being #1 across like all platforms for like 2 months straight or something like that.
Damn.
just something that it was just, I don't know. Like, I guess that's how hits happen. It's just kind of like a phenomenon, that happens. There's no way to even explain it or no formula. People say, well, what was the formula? It's like, I don't think it was a formula. I think the formula was that Money Long was very persistent, and she stayed consistent with her promotion, nonstop, even when it seemed cringy or weird, or like maybe she's getting on people's nerves.
Right.
I think she just didn't care, and she just kept going nonstop, and that is definitely what pushed it over the top.
I think that's a part of the formula, though.
Yeah,
to be persistent in that regard. Damn, that's amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then
for that real quick, man. Like,
Studio audience,
hustle,
man.
Everybody. It was only like 5 people a part of that whole project. It was very, very small. It wasn't like a big team. Like, I think people see that and think it was this massive team and massive budget.
Yeah.
And it was only like 5 of us, so you could do, a lot of big things with just a couple people. That just have a strong mindset in our series about like what they're doing, and that song went to win BET Awards, AMAs. Then we won a Grammy. We ended up beating Beyonce for best R&B song. So
crazy.
It went from basically like nothing to a Grammy, like in real life.
It's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
It's like I remember The Weeknd dropped this album while the song was number 1.
Yeah.
And it was like every other slot was The Weeknd except number 1.
That's
it looked like a
crazy.
glitch. It looked like Photoshop. Like, and I was just imagining like what all the bigger stars was thinking, looking at like iTunes and Spotify.
Like, who is this?
Like, who is this person that just killed this? Like, and so, but yeah, shout out Money Long. That was amazing. And, all the Grammy pre-parties and seeing her and as a star, was super fulfilling.
I want to ask this question about. I want to know what the hardest part about directing that people don't see. But before I get into that, what was that like being in those rooms, like the Grammy pre-parties, and seeing like something that in the beginning it took from like 5,000, 10,000, and you watched it hit those charts.
Yeah.
When you're thinking back to that kid that was in the room with all the posters on the wall and stuff like that, like what was that feeling like? Like that's validation on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think that's like I don't know. I guess this could be a similar feeling as if you like win a championship or something. And I felt like I just always dreamt about the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. I found out I was on the beach, and it was just surreal. And I just spent the rest of my time on the beach.
Wait, that's when you found out?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, you're not.
Yo, you're not real.
Hold on. We didn't talk about this. We talked about it off camera. Just to be honest with y'all. Obviously you're a person, but like, I think from our perspective, you're not a real. You're like this figure that just like
it's a creative
does
character.
shit.
I'm dead
Like,
ass,
I see
bro.
you. Like, do you go grocery shopping? Like
where does that? Where you pump gas at? Like
Yo,
where do you
I actually
go?
love grocery shopping. You know what?
That's crazy.
Nah, it sounds crazy, right? Because my whole 20s was spent like just in the lights doing all the things, right?
Word.
And then so when I finally kind of like took that step back and started new ventures and pivoting into new spaces, and I had a lot more time to myself, kind of getting my personal time back, my life back, and all those things.
Yeah.
I would just be shopping, and I go down every aisle. And it's hella fun to me.
Bro, that's like that Michael Jackson.
Bro,
joke.
yeah,
When he
like
rented
when
out
he
the
was
whole thing.
And I
That's
really
crazy.
thought, I'm like, so this is what people do.
So okay. So you're proving us right.
Yeah.
Because there's these figures in LA where like you're so beyond just like a human. Like I don't even know your real name.
Because I wouldn't even say that.
And that's not to like gas either. Like I'm not trying to
Yeah.
idolize you, but it's like you've created such a thing where. Like I don't even. Do you have plants at home? Like, do you have a dog?
Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm from LA. I'm an LA native. We're very grounded. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all?
LA natives were very grounded.
Really?
Very. LA people we don't even like all the we don't even like all the super extra attention, all the extra just focus, so I think that's why I'm good at like delegating and you know, putting other people on and putting other people in position, you know, because it don't really have to be about me. It just is because of all the things that I've done and the people that I've been adjacent to and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm very grounded. I got plants. I suck at taking care of plants. I'm a horrible plant dad. They die every time. But yeah, grocery store. I do morning walks every day. You know, I do my manifestations, meditation, visualize what I want to do for the week, what I want to do for the day, what I want to do in life. You know, I feel like everything that I've ever accomplished has been like a visual in my head,
right.
just that's been repeated over and over.
Yeah.
Even from winning a Grammy, from winning different awards, from platinum plaques and all these type of things is stuff that I saw like in my head when I was young, like barely a teenager.
Let me ask you this, because I don't think people talk about it often as much either. You went from the kid being in the room or the posters on your wall, and then you have these visions in your head. You go out there, you execute them. They happen in real life. And now there's a kid probably watching, like how we're saying what we're saying, like, Stott, like, is he even real? You know what I mean? Have you had that moment where somebody came to you and was like, what are you doing here? like, yo, damn, like you out.
Yeah,
If I seen you
in the street.
in Rouse, I would be like,
Yeah, I'd be like, yo.
I was like, what up, bro? What we doing? You know, but
No, that ass though. Like,
I mean,
imagine going to
yeah.
a movie theater and then Dot's just over there.
Yeah.
It's just so,
See, the thing is too is like if people would see me in the space, I'll just literally be by myself, like at the movies, shopping.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like dolo, and people are like, oh, what, you stay around here? What you doing? Like, you know, I'm like, no, just a me day, just having a me day.
Like,
you know, lunch when they got lunch by myself, when they got to the mall, you know, and but yeah, I mean, I appreciate every person that comes up to me and acknowledges anything I do. I think it was when it first started happening, it was like weird to me because, like I said, I'm from LA. We don't really people just running up to us that we don't know. We don't. There's PTSD involved.
Right.
You know, there's trauma there that is like, what are you doing? Like, who's you? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, I think it took me a second to get used to it. Like, yo, this person just likes your work and just is trying to like tell you that. You know,
Yeah,
they be like, they like, yo, are you M-Dot? And I'm like, no. Like,
Word.
who's that?
he started blocking his hair.
Like, who is you? Why you want to know? Like, you know.
Right.
And it's like, oh my God, I just love your work and everything you're doing. And it's, you know, so I've even more recent, like I think I deal with it a lot better. Just people that I don't know coming up to me, not even just in Hollywood or nothing. But it happens. It's my life. It does happen.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I'm just very humble about it. I'm just like, yo, what's good? Like, we'll exchange Instagrams, and you know, we may be linking up. Like, so there's people that you know have worked for me that started as like a fan that just came up to me like that and end up part of my team. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm definitely not on my high horse like at all with it. But yeah, it happens, and it's cool. I appreciate it so much. I think the city has gotten behind me, and I think it's just so dope. And I feel so appreciative that my city supports me in everything that I do. Any new venture I try, I feel like I have full support from like all my peers and just people that saw me, like saw my whole journey since I was 18, you know, all the way up until now. And I really feel appreciative of that. I really feel like my city does have my back, like I do.
That's beautiful. Could I?
Yeah.
Could I? So we go from this kid in his room. You just talked about 18. When did we start this music video journey? Because that feels like that was a spark.
Yeah. So I was producing. So I started out produced for different artists, kind of like writing, doing that thing, you know. And I was in that heavy, and I started kind of more so like seeing visuals when I'm hearing music. And I'm like, I didn't really know what it was. I'm like, I keep having these visions when I'm like hearing songs and stuff like that.
Right.
And I end up like talking to one of my boys, the director, and he's like, yeah, that's called like a treatment, and you like write a treatment, and that's how you make it into a music video. And I was like, really? And I end up, I guess like assisting on this video, and that's how I saw the whole process, and I like fell in love from there. And I end up getting a camera, and I get my first camera, me and my boy Cap. And I started like a little crew, little video crew, and then we started doing like just different videos. One of my first videos, crazy. The first video that I ever got paid for, I want to say it was like $200, $300, something like that. It was a Blast. So Blast, one of my good friends, he was like,
yo, Nick, yo,
like,
hold on, I'm
13, 14.
There we go.
Oh, y'all LA
That's some LA shit, bro.
Yo,
like,
y'all all know
LA,
each other.
y'all just know each other from like, that's wild, bro.
But he wasn't black. He was just an artist trying to make music. Coming out. Yeah. So, man,
that's crazy.
Congrats, bro. Like, you know, we shot it at a little studio apartment in K-Town, and that's where we shot the video.
Damn.
It was like one of them like day in the life, you wake up kind of videos and get moving.
Damn.
Kind of thing,
Like
but
a
we did in my
Kid Cudi
studio
type video.
apartment. Yeah.
That's hard.
And that was my first paid video. But it's $300, but it felt like $3,000 at the time because you're getting paid for something that you just want to do, you know, you love to do. And then as time went, you know, it started increasing. I became Tiana Taylor's day-to-day videographer, and I met a lot of people through her.
Hey, let's just start. Let's just start putting like a check.
Yeah.
Put the check mark up and a little sound.
Yo, editor, can you put
please?
a
Like, we
counter
need like
over there?
that's tough. That's tough.
So shout out to Tiana too, where everything she's doing and where she's grown to is crazy. But we all started essentially together, you know, on our journeys. And yeah, I think from there I ended up getting a bigger camera, and that allowed me to be on bigger sets, and it kind of just started like moving from there, and then I started moving more into the creative director space, and then it just really started moving from there. Damn. You know.
Do you feel like there's I also started off in music videos, and I'm not where you're at, obviously, but I see in visuals, and I remember the first time I appreciated the visual. Do you? You remember that first time you saw something like, wow?
I want to say the first time. I mean, I think the first visual I seen is Michael Jackson. The one with the disco lights and the
Rock With You.
Rock With You.
Yeah.
Crazy
visual.
Man.
Yeah, crazy visual.
Back in
It's an
that time,
isolated character.
it's crazy, bro.
That is just like
crazy.
it's just done well. I don't know what it is.
And then I think right after that would be probably like NWA. And all the West Coast artists, Dr. Dre, and just all the West Coast artists seeing those videos and just the craziness. NWA was so like anti, and I just really loved like NWA and Cube and Dre. And so those visuals, Snoop Dogg when he came out with the Snoop Dogg and he turned into a Doberman, it was like that tripped me out, like that blew my mind, like you know. Then rock videos too. Run DMC, Walk This Way. Was a video I used to watch a lot and be inspired by, because even when I was younger, my uncle and stuff like that made me watch everything from the beginning, from Crush Groove. So that's Run DMC. So my knowledge ain't just me just trying to be cool. It's like from the beginning, African Bambaataa. Like I'm a real like historian, like with music and culture and art, you know. And so it ain't just me making cool visuals and like dressing cool. It's like all this inspo starts from like the beginning. Curtis Blow, who was the first Kanye, you know, he was the first star rapper that was like that guy commercially, you know what I'm saying? So he was always hella fly, super clean, had the dope sneakers on, everything. And that's who we are, you know, today, you know. So I think most creatives, I think a big disservice to a lot of creatives is no one studies from the beginning, because in order to like know where you're going, you got to know where you came from. You feel me?
Facts.
You
Come
know,
on, man.
So or else you just lost out here, like really. So you got to really go back and study. If you love film, go and study old movies or classic movies or whatever the case. Fashion, music, same thing with everything. You should know. At least go back to the 80s. I ain't telling you go back to the 50s or nothing, but at least go back to the 80s and see how we got here.
For sure. That's
That
a great tidbit.
Yeah.
I want to touch on something, because you I think this is a really dope pivot because of what you mentioned. You're talking about these music videos. You talked about Snoop turning to the Doberman. You're talking about Run DMC and all these rock songs and how NWA was so like anti. You know what I'm saying? And all as creatives, sometimes we do multiple different things, right? So there's going to be a point that we pivot somewhere. And I feel like what you're talking about, all these disruptors in their field, how did Disrupt Magazine come about? You know what I'm saying? Because you went from doing videos to like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little bit of something. I watched Ratatouille before I came here. You know what I'm saying? So talk to us about Disrupt Magazine, man. How was that born?
Disrupt, boom. Okay, so I think I was just, in the space with the video stuff where I felt like I've done a lot. I mean, I've shot over 400 videos, probably have like almost 1 billion views total across all those videos.
That's crazy.
Studio audience, please.
That's wild.
Man. I mean, the money long is at like 150, 160 by itself. So because that's one we just spoke about. So that's how much that hit. And I've had like probably like 10 to like 13 of those like level of great turnouts. Man. And so I always been into. Obviously, always been into fashion, always been into fashion editorial. I've always wanted to be in that space. And I think it just, it was a moment where I had to, bet on myself, take the risk, to kind of make that pivot into the editorial space, which was a risk because, I mean, it wasn't like, we fell off in the video world. Shout out Ben Mark, who, definitely... elevated me in that space to where I can move into a space of disrupt and, him, understanding, where I was trying to head, and all those things. I think when I started disrupt, a lot of people, once again, thought it was weird. They thought it was crazy. But people have been thinking I was crazy since I was like 13, to me, that's kind of a measure of this is something I should be doing. If people think I'm crazy about it, then that make me want to do it more. Right. I don't get like scared and be like, oh, people think I'm crazy, so I'm not gonna do it, so I don't fit in. Right. Like if you think it's crazy and weird, then I'm probably gonna really do it now. Because that's what I'm going for. Right. I'm going for shock. I'm going for wow. Like know.
Is that always purposeful? You know what I'm saying?
What, like going for shock?
Yeah.
No, not and not going for shock like in a thirsty way, but just rattling people's subconscious and making them stop and look and be like, what's that and what is that about? Like, it's something that I think I've always done, and just once I got more into the fashion editorial space, I ended up creative directing the cover for Harper's Bazaar. That was pretty much like my entry into the fashion editorial space, and I kept doing more shoots and doing more things and starting to build a team. And I was like, everybody's like, yo, should we do we got to do a newsletter or something, a blog, like a fashion blog. What we doing? We're doing a magazine, we're doing a YouTube. Right. And then I just woke up one day and I was like, yo, I think we should be doing a magazine, Man. And on the shoots prior to the magazine, I would always be like, yo, we got to be like disruptive in this game. We got to be like disrupting the system. I'll be like going on these little rants. Yeah. And shout out Michael, she's our head fashion editor at the time. And she's just like, you always saying you want to disrupt and be disruptive. Well, the mag should just be called Disrupt. And it was like, there it is.
The movie moment.
Yeah, like boom, there it is. I created the logo, the aesthetic around it probably in the next 5 minutes. Like Disrupt was probably born in like 5 to 7 minutes. Like the concept and the idea and how I was gonna move forward, like with this mission.
You came up with these, I would say, iconic things quickly. But is there something from that moment that you wish you would have took more time with?
From the creation.
From the inception, yeah.
No, I think it was like a divine timing and like it was a download, so you can't really redo a download, so it was more so a download than just like, oh, I came up with this. It was like, that's, so that's why I would say no, because it was a download. It wasn't like,
shit, if you ain't do it, Prince probably would have got the idea.
Right, so yeah, you don't know, like, and so that's why I can never take that moment back or recreate that moment,
Yeah. You know what's wild? And for the viewers watching at home, if you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen a Disrupt magazine, I want you to think about Busta Rhymes, you know what I'm saying, back in his Missy Elliott, the colors, just, bro, just the energy, like. Not even like the fits that you guys put people in for the magazine, like the style and everything is so like, it's crazy, bro.
The write-up.
Yeah, bro. So like, so can you like, what was your thought process going through that? Like, how do you pick that for each person that you're gonna have on the cover or feature in the magazine? And like, yeah, like break it down.
I think so. So initially, of how I was gonna approach, from like a design aesthetic or just even just an energy wise. Once I realized I was doing this stuff and I really made the commitment, like in my spirit, I went to Barnes and Nobles, and I just
another crazy place.
If I saw you in Barnes and Nobles, bro, I'd trip out.
Doing normal stuff, like so,
Can be.
I went to Barnes and Nobles at the Grove. And,
The Grove, bro.
If I
That's
saw
crazy.
you, bro, I'd trip
That's
out,
wild.
bro.
And I probably grabbed, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 magazines. And I sat in Barnes & Nobles for probably like 4 or 5 hours.
Man.
And I went through every magazine and I just kind of like downloaded like all the things that I wanted, things that I didn't want, how I wanted to approach it. And all different type of magazines too, because with Disrupt, there's an influence of fashion, art, typography, journalism, color theory, and just individualism, just kind of going all through it.
Yeah.
And that's just an accumulation of everything that I was just like downloading at the time.
Yeah.
So now I was like, okay, this is how we gonna do it. It's gonna look like very fashionable, but it's gonna also look like artistic. But it also could look like a typography book if you're into that too, you know, because I'm heavy into typography and just fonts and all these different things.
Yeah.
So that's why that plays a big role in the energy, you know, of Disrupt. How we go about choosing people, I think, you know, I look for people that are, you know, individualists, that believe in themselves, that create community, that are being disruptive and pushing against the grain and, you know, just doing their own thing consistently, you know, no matter what anybody says, you know, if it's working, not working, you just on top of it. Because the thing about me is, like, I see everything in everybody, you know, even people with like 200 followers, like, I be seeing them, you know.
Right.
And so that's why it's like you just you never know who's watching. And so that's why you always gotta do your best, go your hardest, look your best, perform your best. Even if you got 2 likes and 3 views, you just never know. That 4th like could be, you know, Kanye himself or somebody. Like, you just never know, you know.
Besides being like this, like, lifelong creative, what keeps that motor running?
I think it's just it's just a fire there that just loves seeing things come to life. There's still that like childlike thing of like creating stuff, and it comes to life, and it's like, oh wow, like, you know, I did this thing, like, you know, yeah. I still it's an inner child thing that just still wants to keep going, keep trying new things, keep being innovative, keep being that kid that I was when I was just looking at the TV, hoping I could participate, you know, even just a little bit one day, you know. There's still so much more to do. So much more to do, so much more to accomplish in this life, you know.
What's your favorite issue that you've had so far, and why?
Oh man, that's crazy.
On the spot, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I had a couple on the spot questions for you. I ain't gonna we finna get into it.
The one, oh man. I would say the one that sticks with me, where I think that kind of sent us in a different trajectory, was our AI issue. It was issue number 5, and it's called "Are You Even Real?" And I think that was we worked with a really dope photographer who was an AI artist and integrated his work in a crazy way. And that's what we did with for that issue, and people really reacted to it and loved it. And I would say that's my favorite, just because it was kind of groundbreaking at the time. Because this is like before even ChatGPT, you know.
Oh, word.
So I think we were I'm very like into tech and a futurist, So that was like a risk where I was like, people either gonna think we just really weird and just not like relatable, or they're gonna like get like that. We're just like trying to be different and trying to like really change the path of just like creativity a little more.
If there's two-part question, and forgive me, DZ.
No, go ahead.
If there's a music video you wish you shot, what is that music video? And if there's an artist or creative you wish you created an issue for from history, who would that be?
Past history. Man, that's a good one too. That's a good one. Good question. Wow, so many. I feel like I wish I would have shot. I wish I would have shot Pharrell fronting, and I wish I would have shot Kanye Diamonds Are Forever.
Damn.
And if I had to put someone on the issue, just I guess like from the past, it would probably be either Missy, Busta, or Aaliyah.
Well,
I was thinking Aaliyah too.
Yeah,
Aaliyah would go crazy.
yeah.
So,
Damn.
give me a quick breakdown. Why those two videos, and then why those three artists that came to mind?
Two videos. Pharrell fronting was just like, I feel like it like carved a moment in time, you know, from when that video came out, and the way it created like a shift in how like artists could present themselves, you know, and not in this like traditional, you know, shiny suit kind of way. It was more just like, yo, just be you, you know, be you, show up in whatever, you know. Pharrell just had, everybody had chill fits on. It wasn't nothing made up about it, you know. Even Hove had like a chill fit on, and the way he was vibing in the video, and he was like a superstar at the time. So I think that was just like would have been like a dope set just to like be on, you know. And I said Pharrell fronting.
And you said Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever, because it was just an insane video. I think they shot that video like maybe in like Rome or Italy, so one of those things. And he had the one of one SLS Mercedes that was like 6-figure car that they just crashed and blew up into the building. The message behind, you know, the whole blood diamond thing, I think that was just really dope and innovative too as well.
I think that was one of the first times I heard about. I knew about blood diamonds as a kid.
Yeah.
From that.
Yeah, same. And then the movie came out and all those things, but yeah. I think those two off top, but I would have loved to have done those, been a part of those.
Now you gave us three artists. I need one though. You said Aaliyah, Missy, and Busta.
Who's like
It
the
would
one
be,
you said?
Missy then. I'd say Missy.
That was quicker than I thought.
Yeah, because Missy is just super iconic. Like we were saying, iconic early, super iconic, super original, super groundbreaking. And she's so like disrupt and so on brand with like who we are and just at like the highest level. That's why I would choose Missy. Yeah.
You talk about so many people that have left like an insane legacy. What legacy do you feel like M. Dot is building right now, or even Disrupt Magazine is building right now?
I think the legacy. I mean, the legacy that I've built so far is like, yo, you could do this too. You just stick with it. Believe in yourself. Never stop. You know, just stay relentless about it. You know, I'm just a kid from South Central, kid from Pasadena. You know, nothing crazy. You know, none of my family is in the industry. None of my family is done the things that I've done, been the places that I've been.
Real talk.
So it's all gonna stem from like, you know, inside you to just do your thing. And I think people kind of have this relation with this like underdog went and figured it out. And you know, because like I said, everybody see me climb up the mountain with no help, no lights, no stars, no lit people, you know, was around. You know, no fans was around, nothing but just me and just my belief in myself and just waking up every day and trying every day, you know, until something clicked. And that's the legacy I want to leave, is like, just like go for it. Like, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. like just go for it. And I want to be known as somebody who just went for it. Who went for everything that he wanted to go for it. You know.
So, Dot, when we're thinking about a new issue and how we're rolling it out, I've seen. We're talking community events. We're talking give backs. We're talking parties. I feel like we're blending so many worlds. Like, what's the thought process in that?
So when I started DSRP, I always wanted to have this community aspect that, like, you know, Fader has, Paper has, Nylon, just, you know, magazines like that who have these, you know, you see these photos at events and it's like, oh, Nylon cover release party, and it's like, okay, I knew off rip I definitely wanted that factor of like, you know, celebrating the magazines with the nightlife or just event, you know, any event kind of like form of it to where people's popping out, looking dope, looking great, you know, girls looking gorgeous, all the things, and have that be like a reflection of everybody coming together and celebrating like this drop, you know. So from day one, that was always the plan, you know. Our first event with DSRP was our launch party, and that was at the TikTok office that was in Culver City. And it was just like it was an incredible turnout. We had a panel, and there was like over 150 people there. Then that turned into a party. Then I think like a couple hundred more people showed up. 92.3, Power 106, all these artists and people, you know. It was just, so that's when I knew like, okay, there is a community aspect to this, you know, that we should, you know, develop on more. And venues, you know, started approaching this because I'm not originally like a party thrower or promoter or event planner, anything of that sort, you know. I feel like I'm just more of a community gatherer guy, I guess, like in the form of music and fun, you know.
It's a party promoter, but
you know, I can't, like, that's what you want to call me, like, I don't know, but I don't see like myself as that or try to be in that lane with that either, you know. So, you know, venues reach out, people reach out and, you know, want to partner with events. I think we have a really dope audience that pulls up and supports. I think it's very, you know, it's a type of crowd. It's not just like a bunch of random people, you know. So I think people appreciate that too, that it's like a type of crowd that's into creativity, fashion, arts, you know, people you can network with, high level, low level, mid level. It's all going to be there. And so I think that has also helped us build our community and, you know, build everything in that sense too as well.
I think it's, so for party promoters, right? Like, I think they have a hold on the party. Like, they control the party. People want to come to the party. I think what's different with you is that you have the hold on the people. So you could serve the people any different thing. So with that being said, like, why do you think sports, fashion, music, and everything and nightlife merge into each other in LA?
I mean, it's all a part of the culture. Like, culture is, I think, all these things, all those things you just named, like, go together. All those type of people like to be around each other in that scenario, you know. So I think it's a pretty organic way to bring people from different career paths, walks of life, you know, together is, you know, some sort of event and celebration or, you know, honoring someone or pulling up on behalf of someone and what they did and just, you know, celebrate. I think people do like to celebrate people's wins. And people should celebrate their wins more. You just have to give a space for people, you know, to celebrate you.
That's facts.
Besides maybe the quantity of people we bring out to celebrate an issue, is there something you look for that is like a success marker? Like, damn, this rollout was great.
Success to me is the fact that we did it. You know, so it ain't really about like a validation of like, oh, everyone. It's the benchmark is that we did it. It's out. It's out in the world for people to enjoy and judge and be inspired by whatever it may be. To me, that's the marker. So that's why I like to add a layer with the events and the things like that to just be like, yo, we really did something. You know, it ain't just to like get lit and get drunk. It's like it's actually like a celebration. Like, yo, we really did a thing together, you know.
to your last point about how people should do that more, I echo that all the time. I think so many people get fixated on whatever that market may be that we don't celebrate the fact that you did it.
Yeah.
So many people don't do. And I think we make it normalized because everyone's on social media and you see a bunch of people. I think that's a really powerful message in itself.
Yeah, you have to. I'm a big believer in celebrating the small wins, every little step. You know, like I look at my career like zoomed out. You know, I've been a creative 21 years. You know, I started early and so I see everything from a zoomed out perspective, and every little thing led to the next thing, and you just never know what small moves. So you have to celebrate all the small victories because those little things lead you to the next thing, you know?
Amen to that.
Yeah. So it's like whatever you're doing, you know, celebrate those small victories. It really matters. It's great for your morale. It's great for your self-esteem, you know. It all becomes like a mental health thing, so you need things to feed your mental health, you know. And I think small wins, you know, we just did a podcast. We sat here, did a podcast. Bro set it up. Like, these are all wins. Like, we're here. We did something, you know. And so that's how I look at today. We winning.
Amen.
We won today.
Hey, man,
We won today.
Speaking of small wins, like, comment, subscribe. We'll take that as a small win. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we'll see you at the next magazine release, man.
If you can leave us with one quote that you live by, what would that be? That mantra in your head when you wake up. When you about to go disrupt some shit.
It's from Kobe. It's Kobe Bryant, and he's like, whatever you do, you got to figure it out because nobody's coming to save you.
Man.
You know, it's like nobody's coming to save your ass. Figure it out. You know, and I think that's something. If I'm feeling like I don't want to, then I like think about that. You know, on some mama mentality, and then it kind of snaps me back into it, and it kind of get me going, and get me right back in it. You know, right back in the game, ready to go.
Talk real quick, cause I come from a family, like my family, like they're Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really know too much about like industry stuff, music, whatever's like that. So for me, I'm the first person like you and my family to go and try and do these things, right? What advice would you give to a young creative whose parents weren't in that field?
I mean, trust your gut. I mean, people will anything great, people initially looked at it like it was weird. If you think of anybody great, like just in history, everybody looked at them like they was weird at first.
Yeah.
You know, you could trace it all the way back to wherever they looked at them away, and was like, and then it worked out, and it was like, oh, I get it now. You know, so it's trust your gut, believe. You know, it sounds cliche, but the belief in yourself is going to be super important, because you reach moments. You know, people believe in you when you were a little kid, maybe when you were a teenager. Right. You know, but when you grown, that. We showing up to your little everything. It's like that's not gonna happen. So you're gonna have to have a sense of resilience and self motivation. Right. When everyone's not there cheering you on, and wanting the best for you, you know, and wanting to see you win, you gotta like want that for yourself. Like more importantly, or it will probably never happen. You know, that's the real truth.
I like that. Hey man, well, y'all best believe that y'all gonna continue to see disrupt, Ma'am Dot, you know what I'm saying, the whole family, disrupt the entire world, you know what I'm saying? So this ain't the last time.
I was gonna say,
yeah. So
to be continued type of
vibe. Part two.
Cue the ellipses.
I'm excited, man. Thank you so much, M. Dot, man. Thank y'all for watching. My brother
thank you for having me, y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on y'all platform. I see y'all. You know, we actually got a cover shoot coming up with DZ. You know, I've been seeing what DZ's been doing. This guy's really been pushing his issue, creating his community. Community is everything, yo. If you guys don't have a community, you need to build one like yesterday. And so, y'all keep doing your thing. Dom has, worked with Disrupt a lot. He captures culture captures live moments in real
Global
time,
Entry, boy.
which is not easy to do. You know, shout out Global Entry, shout out Joe too, and you know, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it going. Keep, you know, putting people on the platforms. Keep pushing the culture forward. You know, y'all got my cosign, whatever y'all need. You know.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm geek right now, nigga.
Yeah, now we can't go to Barnes and Nobles now. We different. Yeah. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned and watching, man. We gonna come back next week with another disruptive podcast for y'all, man. We'll see y'all later, man. Thank you.
Easy.